Hey air signs, how you guys doing today? Welcome in. This is the week of the Capricorn new moon. So let's see what's on tap for you. Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So feel free to swap around the characters. As always, I could be talking to a cross watcher. If you're looking for individual zodiac readings, you can check those out on Patreon. That's where that all lives. All right, so all that stuff is below in the box, in the old description box. And if you like the content I make, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share. All right, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's up for you guys? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Community. That card used to be called the Tribe. TikTok. Round and round. Whoopsie, round and round. This one jumped out in reverse, not for you. I didn't see these. So that's interesting. I do feel like this has something to do with you creating a community. The fact that this shows up not for you, you could have thought that this was not who you were earlier in your life. Like this might be a new thing. Like, you know, you're very corporate in your early life and then you become spiritual. Gee, who is that I know? Right? Sometimes that happens. So you might be shifting gears, all right? Shifting gears in your life. And this is the time, as we're moving into the Aquarian time period here, y'all know that things are changing and things are moving in a more innovative kind of way, doing things differently for yourself. You could be moving away from, could be one of two things, right? Whatever you used to be is changing. So if you used to be someone who was a homebody, you might find in 2021 you're really wanting to get out there, okay? If you were somebody who was very much corporate, like I was talking about, you might find yourself moving into a much more spiritual place. If you were somebody who was a loner, you might really look to relationships a lot more. So there's this movement here, which I kind of like. And I also feel like in a general collective kind of way, we are moving in a very different direction than what we have been in. We have been in sort of this like my way or the highway, dog eat dog kind of, you know, Capricornian energy. And we are in this Capricorn new moon, which is right now about like putting effort into the things you want to manifest. But you know, we slipped into that age of Aquarius in December and we are moving into Aquarius. So you may find that you get some new ideas, some really cool things may occur to you, some inspirations and stuff. So let things flow, just allow things to show up. And, you know, things you may not have thought were you, all of a sudden make sense for you. Okay, all of a sudden it's like, you know, I haven't really wanted a relationship in a long time. Maybe you're somebody who has dealt with a lot of really difficult relationship issues, but now that's sort of falling away and you're able to find love. You're able to find yourself in terms of loving yourself, and that attracts love. Okay, something like that. You may find that your own inability to love yourself or feeling like, oh, I don't have love because I'm unlovable. Instead, you're like, oh, well, maybe I don't have love because I'm not loving myself enough. And that shifts. Game changer, right? It's a game changer. So, okay, one more, please. Let's see where we go. TikTok. It's definitely, there has something to do with time here for you. Nine of Wands underneath. Holding on to the past is probably not going to be helpful. Sun, Hanged Man, Ace of Wands, Judgment. Two of Wands, World. Wow. That's some big energy. Page of Swords, Two of Pentacles, King of Swords. I like how much, this is Aquarian here. The Judgment card, or World, has some Aquarian energy to it. I like that. And I feel like it is really about you. It's about what it is that you want to create and what it is that you thought maybe you never could. What are you thinking that you never really were good enough or lovable enough to create in your life? Oh, that's just something that's for other people. That's not for me. What was that? Because I feel like now you're inspired. You may be, this is the Aquarian energy of seeing things differently. Okay. So you're going to have to let go of all the things that you thought were not for you. Okay. You're going to have to see that differently. It's interesting that the Hanged Man shows up with this not for you card in reverse, because it's like, oh, it's almost like you get a little clarity, because Aquarius is the mind, right? And this is Aquarius down here. You can see things more clearly. You'd be like, oh, I didn't realize I was inhibiting that all this time. I didn't realize I was the one that was not making the choice or not moving forward. I didn't realize that I was the one that was not taking the road. I was the one that was not choosing. I was choosing to hold on to some old things, maybe some comfort zone stuff, right? Maybe some things that made you feel like this happens quite a bit I teach a spiritual business class about creating your livelihood around your spiritual path. And it happens quite frequently that people don't believe that they can actually do something like that. I'm living proof that you can. All right. And I feel like once they understand it seems out there, right? Aquarian energy can seem like, well, it's so theoretical. It's not real yet. And I certainly don't know how to get from here to there. So that must mean it's not for me. Not for me. And this reading is saying that's not true at all. I feel like you could also have make some decisions that close off this energy, this Nine of Wands energy, this past, well, that's not for me kind of energy. And all of a sudden you're like, I'll be damned. It is for me. It is for me. So you might get a message, or you might, and you might start mulling things over. All right. You might start mulling things over. Two of Wands here. This is in the next 2 weeks. All right. So we're moving into Aquarian energy here. And this is about inspiration to move yourself. Sun is you. Sun is me, myself, and I. You're the one who is doing this. You're the one who's having the effect, who's moving things forward. It does feel really good to me that you see things so clearly. And there's a little bit of hesitation here in the present, Hanged Man and Two of Wands and Two of Pentacles, because there might be some endings. When you choose to move forward, that could be the reason why you haven't chosen to move forward. Because that could mean that there's some people left behind, or some, right, community, some people you've created, some relationships you've created. Clarify the world here for me. Yeah. Right. Knight of Swords, Two of Cups. I'll read those two. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So you could be dealing with an Aquarian. Well, here's Gemini. Here you are, Gemini and Aquarius. Could be dealing with a Leo. So this is like fire signs and sun sign, or fire signs and air signs. Could be dealing with another Gemini who might be holding you back. All right, if you're a Gemini, or if you're Aquarius or Libra, you could be dealing with a Gemini who's holding you back. If you're dealing, there could be somebody coming across your path who is expansive, who's like, this is the person, this is you, but you could also be getting the hint, the recommendation, the shove from a person who's doing what you want to do. Okay, there could be some inspiration there, which is Ace of Wands, and that makes you see things differently. They're like, I remember when I was growing up, my father, little kids have crazy ideas, right? I mean, and like beautifully crazy ideas. And my father used to say to me all the time, why not? He never crushed my inspiration. I was a very creative little kid and wanted to do all kinds of like fun, joyful things. And he never, ever crushed that spirit of innovation. In fact, he cultivated that. So it was easy for me as I grew up, that one idea of why not was the thing that goes, yeah, let's give it a try, right? And so before you start putting all these roadblocks in your way, I encourage you to to embrace the Aquarian nature of why not. He was an Aquarius, by the way, so that makes sense to me. And make some choices that are going to release and let go of anything that is holding you back. This could be your work. This could be love. This could be spirituality. This could be starting your own business. This could be creating new friendships with people who are in alignment. I do feel really strongly that because there's more air signs here, you may need to befriend someone or there could be a love interest here who's more in alignment with where you want to go. And I think that that person showing up on your path is kind of like a sign. We talk about signs and symbols all the time on this channel. I think this person's a sign. Okay, so this person comes in fast. Knight of Swords, Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Really even give and take. This is somebody that you stay up all night talking to on the phone. This is somebody that you never run out of stuff to say with, okay? This person could be on their, it's almost like this is Lord of the Rings where they come along Bilbo Baggins' place and they pick him up and they head off on their adventure, right? And when they get there, they almost destroy his house. But it's like the old stuff that he's been holding on to. It's the things from his parents and other things that he'd been really holding on to. And it's not like you're getting rid of your parents. You're getting rid of any kind of sentimental attachments or anything like that. But it's like when he comes back after the adventure, the whole house is trashed and sold and everything is gone. But it's a chance for him to rebuild again. And he still has the pictures of his two parents. And he's like, they still live in his heart. So it's not about the stuff. Okay, he was always worried about the tea cozies and the doilies and all that crap. And it's like, okay, wait, it's living in his heart. So that's what's happening here is that you're able to really move out into the world in a bigger way, whatever that means for you. And I feel like you're going to get a very a lovely opportunity here to see the future through the eyes of this compatriot. It could be a love relationship, definitely, okay? But it's definitely somebody who you may have been holding back. Your soul has been waiting for this person. Your soul has been waiting for this person. So it could be another air sign or it could be a Leo. All right? In fact, it could be a fixed sign because Leo is a fixed sign. Aquarius is a fixed sign. Taurus and Scorpio. Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, Gemini. All right, so I'll look at all the air signs. I'm going to toss Libra in there for you because that is about balance. All right, so if you want to continue on with me, if this reading was helpful to you, if you want to continue on, the link is below for you. I'll see you over there.